I introduced my new boyfriend to my mom, and she dropped her wine glass and ran out of the room. My boyfriend Ryan kept refusing to meet my mom for 3 months with every excuse in the book. Work emergency, sudden flu, car problems, you name it. Finally, I told him if he didn't show up to her birthday dinner, we were done. The moment we walked through her door, mom's wine glass slipped from her hand and shattered on the floor. Red wine went everywhere on her white carpet. She stared at Ryan with this look of pure terror, and then she actually ran to the kitchen. I'd never seen my mom run from anything in my life. Ryan went completely stiff beside me, and his face lost all color. I called after her but got nothing back. Ryan was already backing toward the door, whispering that we should leave. I asked him what was happening, but he wouldn't answer. Mom came back into the room trembling from head to toe. She wouldn't even look at us. Get out of my house. Her voice was like ice. When I asked what was wrong, she screamed at us to get out. Ryan grabbed my arm and pulled me toward the door. In the car, I confronted him. He gripped the steering wheel and said it was complicated. For 3 days, I felt like I was going crazy. Mom blocked my number, which she'd never done before, and Ryan said he needed space to think. Thursday came and I left work early with the worst migraine of my life. Ryan's car was in my driveway, which made no sense because he told me he had meetings all day. I walked in quietly and heard voices from the living room. My mom was in my apartment and she was sobbing. She's my daughter. You promised to disappear forever. My heart started pounding. Ryan said he tried, that he moved across the city, changed gyms, changed coffee shops, but then I approached him at that bookstore. That part was actually true because I had made the first move. Mom accused him of knowing immediately who I was. Ryan said no, that I told him my name was Katie, but she always called me Catherine, and I looked nothing like the photos she showed him. Photos? My mother had shown him photos of me? Mom demanded to know when he figured it out. 2 weeks in, I saw your graduation picture at her apartment. That was over 2 months ago. Mom's voice broke when she said they were together for 8 months, and he wanted to marry her. Ryan said that was before she told him she was married and could never leave him. My husband was dying of cancer. You knew that. My dad had been dying of cancer, and she was sleeping with Ryan. Ryan said she used him and threw him away when dad died. Mom shot back that 1 month later he was dating her daughter. What was I supposed to do? Tell her that her mom and I had an affair? Yes, Mom screamed. Ryan asked if he should tell me she cheated on her dying husband. The room went silent after that. I slid down the wall trying to process what I was hearing. My mom had cheated on my dad while he was dying, with Ryan, for 8 months. I walked into the room. Dad was dying and you were sleeping with him? They both jumped. Ryan knocked over a glass on the coffee table and Mom actually gasped. Katie, how long have you been? Long enough. Mom's face just crumpled. Dad was sick for 10 months. You were cheating for 8 of them. She sobbed that it wasn't like that. I asked her what it was like then. She said she was losing everything, that she was alone. I was there. I was 17, taking care of Dad while you were in hotel rooms with Ryan. I remembered everything from those months, changing his sheets when he sweat through them from the fever, holding the bucket when he threw up from chemo, sitting with him during the long nights when he couldn't sleep from the pain. Meanwhile, she was at her grief support groups. Ryan tried to defend her, but I told them both to shut up. Everything suddenly made sense. The gym membership during Dad's worst months, the nights she'd come home with red eyes that I thought were from crying about Dad. I turned to Ryan and said he knew all of this but kept dating me anyway. Because I love you, he said. You loved her too. How'd that work out? The truth was simple. My boyfriend had been my mom's affair partner while my dad was dying of cancer, and they both knew who I was. I looked at both of them standing there, looking pathetic. You know what? You two deserve each other. Have a nice life together. I walked out while Mom called after me. 6 months later, she sent their wedding invitation. The date? Dad's death anniversary. I sent it back with one word. No.